Back at Verizon Wireless Center, Dan McCarger and Ryan Rintoul, a 5-0 win for the Mavericks tonight. Pretty impressive night for the Mavericks.
Yeah, a little bit of a rocky start, to be honest, but they responded well about the 10-minute mark. Bryce Gervais, their little spark plug, got them started, and after that it was definitely downhill.
36-15 shots on goal for the Mavericks. We'll take a look at the highlights right now. And it all begins with Bryce Gervais on a nice rebound at 16:36. The shot came, and you see the follow-up there. Now here's the second goal of the game is Zach Palmquist. That came at 18:49 with Zach Steppen with his first assist of the night. Casey Nelson with his second assist in that game, goal. Here's a look at the wraparound by Dylan Marganeri coming at 1:29 of the second period. That was only scoring in the second period for the Mavericks. And the assists went to McClure and Zach Steppen. Then in the third period, we're going to see C.J. Franklin here. Puck just an odd bounce off the back wall, and right out front he knocked it home. And the assists went on that one to Blake Thompson and Brett Knowles. And then Max Gady finishing up for the Mavericks with the fifth goal, 14:03. And Zach Steppen with the only assist in the game. And the game summary here, Mavericks win 5-0, shots on goal 36-15. Power play, both teams scoreless on the power play tonight. Mavericks take 8 minutes in penalties. Tigers take 6. Mavericks win the faceoff 32-20.
Yeah, you know, face-offs were key in getting the puck and getting possession. You know, the power play says 0 for 3, but I love the control, the opportunity that Mankato had there on the power play. They generated a lot of chances, and it kept the momentum going.
And they did a great job on the penalty kill. They just completely controlled the penalty kill all night long. The Tigers, I think, might have got one shot on goal on their 4 power play opportunities, and that's a massive. The other thing we talked about was through the first 10 minutes, 9 shots on goal. From that point on, they got six shots over the final 50 minutes of the game. Yeah,
and the Mavericks have been giving up about, 20, 21 shots per game, so a little less than the average tonight. And you see that smothering offensive type flow that they got going after about the 10-minute mark, and they're a very difficult team to play against.
The player of the game tonight, we'll take a look at it right here, and I think the JB player of the game is Cole Huggins with 15 saves, a shutout tonight. Scott Jameson is the JB Real Estate Agent of the Week. 380-9363. You see the number there, the JB Real Estate Group player of the game, Cole Huggins, and against Scott Jameson, 380-9363. Very strong through the first 9 or 10 minutes of the game. After that, didn't have to do a whole lot because they did a nice job in front of him, but early on it could have been 2 or 3-0.
Right, Cole Huggins, he's had a little bit of a rougher start than he probably wanted, but this is the kind of game that, you know, you get that shutout, you get the home win, you get the confidence going again, and you never know what goalie you're going to need down the stretch when the chips are on the line and you have an injury. You want to have 2 guys going and being with confidence. Mavericks
improved to 13-4 on the season. They have another game tomorrow evening right back here at Verizon Wireless Center. We'll look at the out-of-town scores right now. Get a chance to see how other teams in the WCHA did this evening. Ferris State beat Lake Superior State 5-2. It was Bemidji State leading Northern Michigan 2-1 in the third. Huntsville and Alaska coming up. Nebraska and St. Cloud tied at 2 in the second. Duluth down Tech, as you mentioned earlier, 3-1. And North Dakota and Denver just getting it started out in Denver. So that's a look at the WCHA and some other out-of-town scores from the evening. And again, the Mavericks have a non-conference game tomorrow night with the Princeton Tigers. Then they'll be off for the break. Ryan, I think the thing that we should mention is this is the third game that you and I have done. And I think you and I are undefeated.
Yeah, I think we're a solid 3-0, and you know, let's stay hot. You know, let's maybe get through a few more series, and then as we get close to the playoffs, let's continue to win right into the postseason play.
This is a team that is built for the long haul. I don't think there's any question about that. We appreciate you joining us this evening. Again, tomorrow night, we'll have Maverick Hockey with the pregame show starting at 7. Face-off at 7:07 tomorrow night. Don Westfall back in his normal chair, and I'll be back in my normal chair, but we appreciate you joining us this evening.
Always love being in Mankato, and if I can be a lucky charm anytime, I'd be down here.
Well, thank you very much. It's a 5-0 final for the Mavericks tonight. Thanks to all the fine students from Bethany Lutheran College here in Mankato, and thanks to you for watching us. Again, hockey tomorrow night. It's the Mavericks and the Princeton Tigers at 7:07 face-off from Verizon Wireless Center. For Ryan Rintoul, I'm Dan McCarger for Maverick Hockey Weekend.